I feel better when it's 9 p.m. Cup of Hennessy, while you out with him. It's like you do this every week. I don't know who I am.
Cybertruck with the 4 Giottos on that thing, bro. Come on, bro. That's too hard. Max capacity, baby. Squatting to the floor. Come on, bro.
You know that I need it, but love is war. And girl, I feel defeated.
Well, vibes, we back on the road, back from home time, and home time went pretty successful. I applied for a new job locally, and I found out today I got it. God is good. God is absolutely great, you know. But anyways, today I'm gonna talk about a little bit of stuff. I mean, kind of relative to what I've been talking about, right? When you're changing and evolving and becoming a better person, you start outgrowing certain things that you used to once find interesting or once found relatable. And even people you outgrow. You know, you outgrow activities, you outgrow people. Not necessarily that you don't fuck with people no more, but you just, your values don't align anymore. You guys, you just genuinely are not focused and don't have the same goals anymore. And that's okay. You know, everybody has their own outlook on life. Everybody has their own goals. Everybody has their own things that they got going on. So it's okay to grow. It's okay to move on from people and understand that you guys are different, because that's, like I said before, that's what makes everybody so special. You just got to find out what makes you special and go after that and embrace it. You know, when you really set yourself into a mindset where you want to grow and become better, you know, sometimes you realize some people that were in your life or are in your life, they get comfortable being where they're at. And like I said before, being comfortable can be so dangerous. Damn plane. Anyway, being comfortable can be very dangerous. You actually stop trying to change. You stop trying to grow. You stop trying to look for new opportunities and things because you feel like what you've done, what you've accomplished, or where you're at now is good enough. There's no such thing as good enough. You know, you can always do better. You can always be better. You can always grow. There's always room for progress. When you see people, you know, that you're close to or whatever, they get comfortable and they don't really have that same level of understanding on where they want to be. It could leave you in a lonely aspect as well, because, you know, those are people that, you know, maybe you grew up with or maybe you built a strong bond with, and now things just aren't the same. So you have to learn to, you know, do stuff on your own. Because if you have a good understanding of where you want to be, regardless on whoever else has an understanding or not, if they don't and you do, follow after your understanding, follow after the things that you are realizing in your life that is going to make you grow, that's going to make you a better person every single day. Don't let other people being comfortable hold you back from being uncomfortable and doing things that are going to make you uncomfortable and change you and build you and make you a better person every day and in every way possible. Don't let other people's comfort make you comfortable. Don't let other people's comfort bring you down. Don't let other people's comfort influence you into thinking that you can't do more, or you can only do so much, or you're not meant for this or that or whatever. That's their view on things. That's their comfort level. Just because they're comfortable with their life doesn't mean you should be comfortable with yours. No matter what your life looks like, no matter if you're super successful now or you're just trying to maintain your life, either way, everybody has room to grow. And if people get comfortable around you, chances are they're going to want you to be comfortable with them. That way you guys can both share the same struggles and maybe the same successes and things of those nature. But if you see more for yourself, go after those things. Don't let people make you comfortable. Don't let people let you get too comfortable. And like I said, that can lead to a sense of loneliness or being disconnected from the things that you once were close and connected with so deeply. And that's okay. You know, it's okay to disconnect from things that maybe didn't motivate you or maybe didn't, you know, excel you in ways that you thought maybe a connection or a friendship or a relationship would. So you have to understand that maybe it's that time to disconnect from that and not move on to something else, but move on with yourself. Move on with something internally to help you grow, to help you improve, to help you get better as a person, as a man or as a woman, whatever you are. You need to find a way to grow. You know, growth is beautiful. It's a blessing, because that's the one thing that you have control of. You have control in your growth, dude. That's the very important part, is not to judge people for thinking differently than you, whether it's positively or negatively. Don't judge them on it, because everybody has their own life. If you lived that person's life, you would be the same person as them. You can't say, if I were you, I would do this, because you're not them. You know, that's a hypothetical. We're not working off of hypotheticals. We're not growing off of hypotheticals. We're growing off reality. And the reality is their life has shaped them to be who they are. Whether it's how they were raised, how they came up, and just the things that have happened and things that they've experienced in their life. So it's not up to you to judge. It's not up to us to judge who people are. It's up to us to evolve and grow as individuals. So just because somebody's not on the same mindset or wavelength as you, doesn't mean you look at them completely differently. Doesn't mean you judge them and look at them or talk to them differently or anything like that. You got to maintain the same morality. Being alone sometimes, or majority of the time, it builds you. It helps you grow. You know, being alone means growth. So if you ever feel like you need to grow, you need to change, you need to become better in any type of way, distance yourself from things, no matter how hard it is, because it will be hard, especially things that you get comfortable with, things that you get complacent, things that you get just so used to, it becomes routine that maybe you don't want to let it go. Maybe you don't want to detach from it. Maybe it just makes you feel loved. Maybe it just makes you feel comfortable. Maybe it just makes you feel happy from time to time. You know, detach yourself from those things, you know, just to see where your head is really at, just to see where your focus is really, without those things there to calm you down or to make you feel some type of way. Understand your feelings by putting yourself in a hard situation, by putting yourself into a bad feeling. Because once you get into that lonely feeling, once you get into that pressure of mind, it really forces you to make decisions on what is truly important, what is truly benefiting you, what is truly your passions, what are the things that truly make you happy, and not things that just temporarily, by ways you could think it makes you happy, but then you detach yourself and you find things that you truly love doing, and you're like, wow, was I really happy, or was I just comfortable? I've said too many times before that comfort is dangerous, but it's only dangerous because it's so easy to do. It's so easy to settle for things that you're so used to. It's so easy to settle for things that you just don't want to give up, because you're genuinely just in the habit of having it all the time. People tend to choose to settle. People tend to choose to get comfortable because I feel possibly they're scared of the failure of changing. They're scared of taking the next step. Whatever it is that you do next, trying to change, it's gonna be risky. It's gonna be something that is uncertain. And to me, that's the most exciting part, is not knowing what is next. That's the beautiful part about life, is you don't know what's gonna happen next. And it's up to you to figure that out in your way on what to happen next. That's what makes you so versatile, because if you can deal with different situations and different struggles and different obstacles in your life, and be able to overcome things like that, be able to really grow through the hardest times, that's what builds the character, you know? Being alone, being secluded, not being comfortable, putting yourself in uncomfortable situations builds a character. It builds your growth. And those are the things that will genuinely make you a better person or a stronger person. And usually if you become a stronger person in here, you can become a better person, because you can handle situations, you can handle hardships. Everything I've ever had and accomplished, I've had to work my ass off for. And in no way am I complaining or bragging about any of that. That I am so thankful for, because it's helped build me into the man I am today. It's helped build me into the character I am today. It's helped build my mind and my heart so much to be able to withstand some things that would cripple a lot of people, because they're just so used to things being so easy. And that's why struggle, discomfort, and all those things are good for you, because it helps build you, it helps shape you, it helps mold you into that person that you truly are. Whether you bend or break, you will take your full shape. But I just don't want to get to 40 and wonder, what happened? What have I done? You know, like, I don't want to have that regret. I don't want to be like, I could have did this. I could have, should have, would have. I don't want any of those. You know, I want to do everything I possibly can while I'm young. I don't plan on slowing down anytime soon. It's just weird knowing that I want something different so badly. You know, a different life, but you don't know exactly what. Like, if somebody asked me what it looks like, I wouldn't even be able to give you a true example, because it's something beyond me. It's something bigger than me. And that's what that's what I look forward to. That's what excites me, is not knowing, you know, the curiosity of it. You know, it's like the people back in the day that went out to the West to find, you know, new opportunities and things. They didn't know what was out there. They didn't know what was there for them. They just knew that they can change. They can do something different. That's all they knew. And that's how human evolution has always grown. Like the most successful people have taken those chances and those risks, not knowing what the outcome is going to be. So that's part of being human, and that's something that drives me every day, is knowing that I could change and be different and grow in some type of way that I don't even know what the outcome will look like. But it's exciting to think about it. It's exciting to think about what may be. Have strong faith, whether it's in God or whatever it's in. Have strong faith. And if you don't believe in God, at least believe in yourself. At the absolute least, believe in yourself, you know, because you're all you got and you're all you need, truly. You know, there's so much to life that will happen, and the only person that can do something about it or change how you look at things are you. So it's up to you to build yourself, to have faith in yourself, to be able to become better, to be able to grow in any type of way. I've always said, trust in the timing. God has a way of making timing perfect. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. It's a beautiful thing, because, you know, things may not be the way you want right now, but eventually you're going to look back and be like, now I understand why it was that way. I wouldn't have been able to get here without being there. And it's a beautiful thing, because it may not make sense right now, but one day it will. Yeah, I'm excited for what God has planned for me. I'm excited for this next chapter of my life, and I'm going to take you guys along every step of the way, because I'm following after the things that I love. I'm following after my passions now. I'm not making any excuses anymore. It is what it is. I got more content, better content coming our way, coming your way, coming everybody's way. God damn it, we coming all over. Well, pause. Anyway, we going. I even invested in the damn Meta glasses. They're okay. These aren't the ones I wanted, but that's all they had at the moment. I might take them back, or I don't know. I'll figure it out. But either way, hold on. Let's see how they look. Oh my God. So do I look like a dumbass? I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't really care about the way it looks or whatever. All I care is about getting the video I need. That way you guys can see the point of view of the life that I live. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content that comes with it. That's all this year is about. Investing in myself, investing in the process. You are your biggest asset. Invest in yourself. Invest in it. Because if you believe in yourself, you always get a return in your investment. Don't know what much else to say. I've talked about most of it. I'm going to get into more conversations later about different things, a bunch of different things, changing in all types of ways, man. I have such a drive, such a passion for this shit, dude. I always have. I just didn't know how to go about it. So this year, man, I'm saying fuck it. I'm recording whatever and putting it all to y'all. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I'll see y'all later, Vibes. Vibes, I don't know if you peeped it, but I had like a piece of hair sitting on my fucking hat. Yo, during the whole video, that shit looks funny as hell. So if y'all see that, don't mind it. Don't mind me. You know, hey, it's a trucker life. not everything is perfect out here, man. So, my bad. And my eyebrows look invisible right now because of the light. Boy, you look chopped on the road. But hey, just wait till I get home. Y'all finna see.
Every time you up and leave, now I'm singing songs.